promoting that movement of the lymph is going to promote more healing.
Followed your gut and said, oh, well, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. The environment that we create in order for people to take that mental rest and take that break from their life is enough.
As a millennial, we were just told keep grinding. And so breaking that has been tough.
It's always going to be chaos. It's always going to be busy.
Right.
It's always going to be hard.
It's never going to feel like the perfect time.
Hey there, my little biz besties. Welcome back to In Good Company, where real entrepreneurs share real growth stories. Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. Let's get into it.
You seem like someone that, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah, go for it.
that passively, because you're not doing this, you're not saying this, you're passively giving permission for people to just show up as they are, just let loose, and maybe it turns out weird, maybe it's imperfect, but you're just giving permission by showing like it's okay, just move your body and do the things. Does that sound about right?
I love hearing that back to me. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's may not be the main thing that I'm going for like in my career,
Sure.
but that is the message that I've found like through my own like personal journey towards just being able to be.
Well,
yeah.
it's converting.
Yeah.
It's showing.
Thank you. Thank you.
There were so many videos that when I first started watching them weeks ago now, I was like, what is she doing? Like, is she okay? And I kept watching because there's this, I think there's the shock factor almost where when you see someone, I'm not even going to say especially a woman, because if a man was doing it, I would be like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
But it's like the shock factor. You turn on this video and this person is just moving their body, not just like, you know, but with such big movements. And it's like when you see something crazy happening, you're like, whoa, I can't take my eyes away. And I just see so much movement. And when I started looking into what you do, I thought, oh, like that makes sense. You are promoting movement by showing people it's okay on a platform that a lot of people consume. And it just looked so mesmerizing. So when you are posting these videos, you're showing movement, you're showing, to me, it kind of looked like yoga with a little bit of interpretive dance. Now that's probably just my like perception. What's going on? Like, give me the tea. What's going on in these videos?
I think me making those videos is also me giving myself permission to, like, I'm not trained in yoga. I'm not trained in dance. I have a background in like performance, but like self-taught, just
really.
Yeah, like I used to be a fire dancer. My first entrepreneurial endeavor was I met a fire breather and started fire dancing, and then I created like a very small group that would do fire dancing for like corporate events and birthday parties and stuff like that. So like I found movement through that.
Okay.
And
this is not casual. I mean, like is this it's not a circus, which is also cool, but this is you're going to events and doing this.
Yeah. I had a little group that I produced from like 18 years old, and
okay, love it. Love it.
So like me moving my own body and giving myself permission to move, is actually like a big part of like working through my own neurosis.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely like a high anxiety person, high functioning anxiety person. And through like all my looking out there and trying to find a solution for calming this and being this and being okay.
Right.
The big thing that I keep coming back to is like the more I physically move, the more I achieve that endeavor, So making those videos, I think I get in my head a lot, and I'm only really just now reaching a point where like I feel okay to be posting stuff like that, you
Really?
know?
Yep, I
So
get that.
yeah, it's funny that like we started this conversation with that specifically because it's like, oh, that's that you're noticing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're probably like,
yeah.
I'm okay. And
Yeah.
then I want to talk about it. And you're
Yeah.
like, and I'm not okay
Yeah.
now. I just set you back like
Yeah.
10 years.
No, not at all.
They're
Not at all.
they're
Yeah.
so infectious.
Well, thank you.
It's like yoga. It's like some I thought maybe there was some hula hooping.
Yeah.
Maybe there are, and it's almost always outside.
Mm-hmm.
You look so at peace.
Thank you.
And that is so infectious. In a world of, perfect aesthetics in a video and, me myself when I'm creating content, like the lighting has to be perfect and and I can't just show up like this, which I'm always looking like this. So that means
You look great. I love it.
like I'm always trying to like combine pajamas, but still looking like a human being out in the public.
Yes.
And it's giving permission for people to just be like, it doesn't matter about the aesthetics. Like you're showing up, you're doing the thing, and you look so at peace, and that is infectious.
Thank
so
you.
I love that. So fire. I just feel like this did not go how I thought.
Okay.
So you're a fire dancer.
Yes.
And self-taught, which is wild.
Yeah. So, man, we're going back. Around the time I was turning 18, I was meeting a lot of people who were like in like the rave community, and I was in it, know, but I was too young to be in it,
Yeah.
But I met a lot of people who were like performers in that community, and like kind of went over into more of a yoga hippie side for a minute, and met all those kind of movements and such, and just got really into what's called flow arts. And it was something that was building at the time, and I'm just kind of naturally someone who's like, let's go, guys. So I was learning it and teaching people and doing classes, and I got really into like a hoop community and was following teachers around. So I taught hoop classes for a while, and then just was trying to make a career out of it. Like my husband and I were running like a micro farm at the time, and so we had
Love this.
So we were trying to become farmers, and then like on the weekends I would go do these gigs.
Yeah.
And it was
a lot of moving parts. What is flow art?
Flow art. So it's basically an umbrella term for modality. Dance performances like flow and hoop. Sorry,
Okay.
let me start over.
Yeah.
It's kind of an umbrella term for different dance movements like poi, hoop, staff spinning. Like basically flow arts is there's a foundational movement pattern and you've got an object in your hand.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep, that was it.
But you can also use it for just dance, belly dance. Like we can throw aerials into there. Like flow arts is kind of just like the embodiment of flow.
Yep.
The state of flow is the combination of like discipline and abandon. So like that's in like a psychology term. So flow arts is we learned a bunch of moves and then we're flowing through it, and then a lot of people use like the object manipulation part of it to like give themselves permission to be doing that. I'm not just moving my body freely. I've got this hula hoop and
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Hula hoop.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so fun.
Mhm.
And a micro farm. I
Yeah.
think now maybe I'm projecting.
Okay.
I think most people in today's time love the idea of farming. And what I have gathered in my own journey of aging, when I was in my early 20s, God, if I would have met someone like you, we would have painted the town and been in trouble because I loved that idea. I don't want to put roots down. Like I want to go where the earth tells me. And like, I don't want a career because I don't want to be tied down.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, but I also want a family. And then I was like, oh, but you also need money. So that quickly changed. And in my mid 30s, I'm like, man, if I could just take some things down to the basics, like farming. If I could feel like I knew where my food was coming from, that I touched the food before it was born, like all these things. And when I start sharing these things with people, they're like, girl,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
And so I love that you were obviously ahead of the trend,
Mm.
which is crazy to say farming is a trend.
Yeah. Right.
But you were ahead of it.
Uh-huh.
So we're trying to farm. We're dancing with fire and flowing, and we're doing all the cool things.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Well, actually, we ended up partnering with someone to develop a property out in Pleasureville, Kentucky. We like basically partnered with a millionaire.
Yeah.
And that partnership didn't work out.
Okay.
So that's the short story of it.
Yeah.
You know, but all those things that you said, that was definitely like what was behind it. You know, I had come from like my massage background. My husband came from a culinary background. When we met, we both wanted that,
Okay.
you know, so
Yeah, yeah.
it was something that we started on a rental property, and we just kept butting our, getting to like a wall on things because we were on a rental property.
Oh,
And then,
right.
yeah, a massage client of mine and friend at the time wanted to invest in us, and we ended up moving out in the middle of nowhere to start a farm on a big property.
Yeah.
It was wonderful, and we were there for a year. It was the most majestic thing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
looking back on it, like if I would have like leaned into social media at the time, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
It
like
wasn't ready for someone like you.
Man,
Yeah.
it was right there.
Yeah.
And if I could go back, I would just
That would be it.
lean into that because
Yeah.
it was so beautiful and so special.
Yeah.
But the partnership just didn't work out, you
Sure.
know, and we basically had to sell everything to get out of that situation.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we're starting over.
Yeah, starting over completely.
Yeah.
We ended up like, we went from a gorgeous 165-acre property to a shotgun house in Germantown. Yeah.
Culture shock. We're new people
For
now.
sure, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
And we both went back to massage and restaurant industry. And man, that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Starting back at your roots, like
yeah.
what can we offer?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And you know, we're both entrepreneurial mindsets and going as hard as we can and doing the best we can. So like it took us a while. We started our family, you know, and after our second kid, she's 3 now. When it came, he was on paternity leave and I was on maternity leave, obviously. And we were doing the math on going back to work, and
Yeah.
we were realizing that I was going to be the one that was going to make all the like time sacrifices, you know,
Yes.
in order to make it work,
Yep.
you know, and we were just sitting there trying to figure it out. Like, what's my schedule going to be? What, you know, how are we going to do childcare?
Yeah.
And we both just realized like, wait, I love my job. I'd opened up my own solo massage practice at the time.
Okay.
I'd returned to that, and I was like, why am I the one
Yeah.
doing that? You
Right.
know?
I love this.
Yeah. And so it was very like a quick decision, like, okay, you're not going back to work. You're staying home with the kids.
Yeah.
You know? And so that I got to lean into my massage career and start building
Okay.
because we made that choice.
Yeah.
So currently he's stay-at-home dad and working on our homestead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we love a man, a partner that can lean into the season we're in.
Yes.
And be okay and know that you're doing what's best for yourself and the people around you.
Yeah, for sure.
Does he loving it? Is he like, I can't wait to go back?
For sure. Well, again, he also has an entrepreneurial mindset, you know.
So he's maybe a little restless.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, not currently, honestly.
Okay.
So the journey was like we did that for a while. We wanted her to go and, you know, start socializing, do preschool. So we invested in that for a little bit. And he actually leaned into coming into my career by becoming a personal trainer and a stretch therapist.
That's a great fit.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, honestly, like it was really hard with us both working, you know, and we tried a few different things, and then we just came back to, this is going to be hard no matter what we do. Like, let's go back to our values that we have together, you know, because leaning back into what you were saying, like knowing where our food's coming from, being able to be self-sufficient, you know, we have a 1-acre property that we're doing like a micro homestead on now
Doing your
too.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he had that restlessness, but I think that we're we're at a place now where like, no, this actually is the most productive thing we could be doing right now, you know?
Yeah.
So,
You're kind of, it's okay to change your mind,
right.
number one.
Mhm.
And it's okay to be so passionate about where you think you want to be, and in that moment say, no, this is everything.
Yeah.
I want to start the business and I want to do this thing. And then it's okay to change your mind.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like seasons change. Why wouldn't we change?
Right.
You know?
Mhm.
And I want to go back because I think there are not always, but there have started to become these couples that are both entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
I am going to count myself fortunate
Mm.
that my husband is not.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I take up a lot of
Yeah.
space when it comes to this
Yeah.
world.
Mhm.
But those couples out there where they both are ambitious,
Mhm.
they both, and not to say my husband's not ambitious, it just is
Yeah.
not
No, I
in
understand.
a building way.
Yeah.
The couple, they both have dreams,
Mhm.
big dreams, want to do big things, wildly different.
Yeah. Mhm.
Versus the couples that maybe they're both fitness instructors, maybe they're both coaches. Building together in that way is totally different than you have two people that want to build something. And there comes a point, especially if you have a family,
That's
where
that's
you
that's that.
if it's just you two, it feels
Yeah.
it's a different kind of grind.
Mhm.
Time is very different when you don't have kids, and you both stopped and said, how can we make this work where we both find a little seed of happiness
Mhm.
and can build? And then you changed your mind and came back to it.
Mhm.
So I think that's so special. You were able to pivot and do the hard things, because as a partner, if my husband wants to do something big, which rarely happens, he's very like just content. He's a musician.
Mm.
He like wants
What's
to
that
just
like?
play. Yeah, just play song. Right. Like honestly, I feel very, very lucky in that way because of who I am.
Mhm.
But if he ever does kind of come to me with an idea, I want to have a garden. That's
Yeah.
like his big idea. I
Yeah.
want to have a garden. And I, for some reason, have all these, well, what ifs.
Mhm.
I stop myself because I think about the times that I came to him and was like, let's quit my job that pays bills and like has our insurance.
Mhm.
And all the times he's been like, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
That's
love
wonderful.
that. I love that you have that.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
love that
yeah.
you have that. It's so special.
I'm obsessed with him, honestly. Like,
it.
I could not be where I am right now without the choice
Yep.
that he was willing to make, for
Right.
sure.
Right.
But we've been together for 14 years now, and we've always been side by side in all endeavors. Like, we've always worked together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're a team in that he's the researcher
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Yeah.
the doer. He'll research
Oh.
himself into a hole.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, you know, he'll know everything, though.
Yep. Mhm.
And that is so valuable to me.
It is.
It's so valuable.
You're a visionary.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't have time for
Yeah.
all that stuff. We're gonna just go.
Well, he'll do that work, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like all our projects have always been together, and it's always been like, okay, I see the end goal, and I give things to him, and he does all that work,
Yeah.
and then comes and tells me. We always joke we have one Amazon cart. He puts all the things in there,
Yeah.
and I'm the one who buys it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
I actually really relate.
yeah.
We have a shared cart.
Yeah.
And I always tell him, don't press buy.
Right.
Because I got so much shit in there that I'm like 3 a.m.
Right.
where I'm like, I need
Yeah.
these eyelashes. No, I
Mhm.
don't. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to it and
Right.
like look at everything again.
For sure.
That's so important.
Mhm.
I don't want to minute. We love supportive partners.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that it helps with not having resentment.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like you said, husband, let's focus on me.
Right.
We'll get to you later. It sounds like you guys came together and
Mhm.
said, what's best for right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And that makes less resentment, less bitterness. And then you can come back
Mm-hmm.
and you can say, we're ready now.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that.
Yeah.
You casually soft launched that you opened a studio.
Mm-hmm.
Take me back there.
Okay.
So what
okay.
happened?
So let's see. When the pandemic happened, we got to
Yep.
go there.
Right.
I had 5 jobs.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when
We're a
everything
tired queen.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a 2-year-old and like was just, like
Yep.
I mentioned, like we were giggers,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
my husband and I at the time were working for the same company. I was help running a catering department. He
Mhm.
was regional manager
Oh,
of
okay.
a restaurant
Yeah, yeah.
corporation within that. But I was also performing, producing, doing all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
And
We're staying busy.
yeah, real bit,
Mhm.
yeah, just getting it where I can.
Yeah.
And all of it shut down. All of it shut
Right.
down,
Because everything you had your hands in were
Mhm.
things affected by
Yes, yes. I
COVID.
wasn't actually doing massage much at the time. I
Gotcha.
was kind of like burnt out,
Yeah, yeah.
looking at other things. And but massage was what I decided to come back to.
Okay.
So when it was time for me to go to work again, it made the most sense for me to go work for a franchise.
Okay.
And because I could show up,
Mhm.
sheets would be there, clean, clients would be there. I could
Mm.
do my work, go home,
Yes.
and then the schedule fit like with the family.
Which
So
there is power in that too.
for sure.
Because I think sometimes people think, well, I like doing massage.
Mm-hmm.
Massage therapy? Massages.
Massage, yeah, either massage
Okay.
therapies.
I like doing the massage thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I should probably start my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also power in allowing someone else to run the business too,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
especially if you're in the parts of life that require a little more of the other side of you, which is the more feminine and nurturing, taking care of your family,
Mm-hmm.
So I love that you said I started working for a franchise
Mm-hmm.
because there's no shade there.
Yeah.
If you're just not a business owner at that time.
It was perfect for me at the time.
Yeah. Show up. Things are ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wash those sheets.
Yeah.
They're going to be washed for you.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're working.
Yeah. So that experience was great for me because it was what
Yeah.
I was looking for.
Yep.
But all the therapists there were miserable.
Oh,
That's
a bummer.
And what I kept hearing from them was, we loved this place more when it was owned by a massage therapist. Everybody was saying that.
Okay. So it wasn't. The franchise owner was not a massage therapist.
It was not at the time.
There's a difference. Okay.
The massage therapist opened it and sold it to someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who had spa experience but wasn't a massage therapist.
Gotcha.
So like, while it worked for me, that's just what I kept hearing. And like, really the message there is like, they didn't understand what it takes.
Yeah.
And so they weren't able to support
Sure.
in that way.
There was a disconnect.
Yeah, exactly. So I worked there for about a year and then ended up opening a place on my own so that I could do some side work and get a little bit more money on that,
Yeah.
But that ended up growing really fast. So
good problems, right?
yeah. Yeah. So I ended up leaving there and, ended up getting pregnant again and again made that decision to be the only, income for our family.
Yeah.
And, I was doing really, really well as a solo practitioner. But something kept popping in my head of like, okay, but what happened? The average burnout rate for a massage therapist is 5 years. Yeah. So
And
like,
you were there.
yeah. I mean, at that point, I was probably 11 years in,
Yeah.
but I was working full time for about 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
And I just kept, getting the message like, what else should I build? And that message of like running a studio, being a massage therapist has value, So I was just like open to the idea of that coming in at some point, and there was like a Thanksgiving dinner where I was telling my family about this and like just something like something was, I just felt this like energy telling him that, I think my dad like looked at me and he was like, yeah. And like, that's enough for me.
Just validate. That's all I need.
Specifically father validation. Yeah, exactly.
Look me in the eye. I already know.
Can we bottle that up? Like, can we sell that?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So much yes.
Yeah.
Totally get that. It's the dad stare.
Yeah.
My
like,
dad.
I could just feel that he was glad I was thinking that way. And I was like,
yes. Yes. Thank you. I needed that. My dad's very quiet.
Yeah.
Mostly. We have a big family. It's very loud. My dad's very quiet.
Yeah.
And so I can really relate when dad speaks, everyone, shh. Even if it's nothing of importance, it's just like, shh. Then he looks me in the eye and I'm like, and he's just going to say, hey, can you pass me the salt?
Yeah.
And I'm like, It's so wild.
Yeah.
So dad gives
Mhm.
us what we need when we need it.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. And so I ended up like speaking to a client about it, about like thinking this way.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, my husband is an investor. He
Mhm.
likes to sit down and have coffee with people, with entrepreneurs.
Love it.
And she ended up setting that up with me and for me. And at the time, like I was like, yes, this is what I want to do, but like, let's pay off some debt first. Let's, let's
Wow.
settle in, you know what I mean? Let's do this smart because I'm quick to jump into things.
The other things were like, what am I doing?
Yeah. But I ended up sitting and having coffee with him, and this man, a very, very successful person, he was like, yes, I'm an investor, but I fall in love with people too easily, so I'm not good. I'm not good at this,
Yeah.
So he's like, my biggest piece of advice is don't work with an investor, like
Interesting.
do things on your own,
Okay.
like just slow build, do what you can.
Yeah.
But also the other message that I got from this coffee was like, it's always going to be chaos. It's always going to be busy.
Right.
It's always going to be hard.
It's never going to feel like the perfect time.
Yeah. He was like, what's the next step you can do? And shortly after that, I was driving to my studio and I saw a for lease sign. And I was like, man, that spot's really nice.
Yeah.
It was like really close to my office. And I was like, yeah, no. But
That's
then
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I would
And so
never.
I got like 2 blocks down and my body was like, turn around. And so I did, ended up texting the building owner, seeing the space. And then I was like, well, I'll apply for it. I probably won't get it. Got it.
Yeah.
Then applied for a little micro loan. Probably won't get it. Got it.
Right.
I saw the place like at the beginning of December, got the keys January 1st, and then opened Mokosh January 18th. So,
Damn.
yeah. So it was just like a
yeah,
flew through me kind of thing.
which you have to admit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say it was easy because that minimizes literally all the shit you had to do to get there.
Right.
But the universe, God,
Mm-hmm.
she,
Mm-hmm.
whomever's you're looking to,
Yeah.
was making it easy. You were allowing things to happen that felt easy.
Yeah.
Even though you were like, I'm not going to get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even going to get it.
Right.
Then you got it.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like being scared by that, being like, well, that was too easy.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something wrong with the building.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be like weird conditions for the loan because why would that have happened for me? And instead you followed, I'm going to say your gut because that can be a lot of things too. Followed your gut and said, oh, well, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't right, then it wouldn't be right.
Mm-hmm.
So we opened
Mm-hmm.
Mokosh.
Mokosh, yeah.
Mokosh.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's
It's
way
okay.
fancier.
All right, it happens all the time.
Does it?
Yeah.
Mokosh.
Mokosh. Actually, when I first heard that word, I called it Mokosh for a long time.
Sure.
So I don't fault anybody.
Oh,
because
we're learning.
Yeah,
we're
you're
learning.
learning.
Mokosh.
Yeah.
Okay, Mokosh.
Yeah.
And so your other studio that you had,
Mm-hmm.
was it a space or was it a whole like a building studio?
Yeah, it was a suite within a building. It was a
Gotcha.
Seneca building in the Highlands. A lot of really great practitioners work in that building.
Okay.
It was a wonderful space, and I had the best suite in there.
Of course you did.
And well, not that. I'm just saying it was,
But
hard
of
to leave.
course,
You know?
that's why you were like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
That's why there was this hesitation of,
Mhm.
I need to build something. The best suite.
Yeah.
Why would I leave? What am I doing? Am I like self-sabotaging right now? So did you leave that suite?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was Of the Valley Wellness. My last name's Duvall, and
Mhm.
Duvall means of the valley.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of a reference to, helping people of the Ohio Valley,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So
I love that.
just offering support for the people of my community, my land,
Yeah.
So left that and opened up Mokosh.
Where did Mokosh come from?
So Mokosh is the matriarchal goddess of Slavic mythology.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful. Okay.
Yeah. So a big part of my genetics comes from Eastern Europe. And the side of the family that I know most about is from that region.
Okay.
And I was just researching. I was into like Greek mythology as a kid, and I was just I don't even remember what inspired me to do it, but I was just like learning more about other mythologies.
Yep.
And for some reason, this one stuck with me, probably because she was like basically the Zeus of their, she was the top,
She's Queen of Queens.
Yeah, she was. It was the only mythology I'd come across from like, from that region. hold on. I got tangled in my words right there. It was the only mythology that I'd come across that like had a matriarch, like a woman, you know, and
okay.
she had 2 husbands and she was,
Oh,
you know what I mean? And
we
the
love
2
that.
husbands were the gods of thunder and the underground, which in other mythologies,
Interesting.
those are the 2 guys in charge, you know, but it
In-
was her,
Okay.
you know, so I was intrigued by her initially because of that. But Mokosh, that her name actually comes from the root word Proto-Slavic mokra.
Mokra.
Mokra means moist.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I was intrigued by the idea that so she's the deity of like she's basically Mother Nature, you know, so abundance, childbirth, mother,
Okay.
like all that harvest,
Yep.
everything.
Yeah.
And I was intrigued that they had chosen a word that meant water, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
so I, you know, deduced that they're talking about like the core of life being water, you know. And you think about it, like water's in all living things,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
And with massage, like with body work,
Yeah.
essentially what we're doing is moving hydration through the body.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Brings it all together.
Right,
Water connects
exactly.
us. Water is community. Like water is so many things. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. So, I mean, the core of health really is hydration.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it was kind of just Project Mokosh for a while because I thought that was a little too off for people. Like I wanted something a little bit more
Yeah.
that
Punchy.
they're not gonna you know, mispronounce.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
But
but
you're
I
like,
just
"You know
couldn't
what? I
let
don't
it go.
care."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, this is a mission in my head. It's the Mokosh mission. Like
Yeah.
the energy I'm working with is mother energy,
Mhm.
you know, right now in my life. And so like I'm using that energy to build this thing.
Yep.
But in the end, I just couldn't change the name. So
Because it was you.
yeah.
So Mokosh, holistic
Massage, yeah.
massage. Okay.
Mokosh
I felt like that was too obvious. So
Yeah.
I was looking to you. I was like,
Yeah.
massage. That is such a cool story. I get asked about my name all the time.
Oh yeah.
Not nearly as cool. Because I'm like, I'm Ashley Chamberlain. They're like, oh, where'd the name come from? And I'm like, Chamberlain. It's me.
Yeah.
Just me.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love a story. I love that there was so much intention in the name. I think in the beginning when you start a business, as you know, it's easy to get caught up on I have to have the perfect name. I have to have business cards. I have to have a website. New business owners come to me and they're like, help me start a business. And they name all those things. And I'm like, nah, none of that matters. None of that matters. While it's important, none of that matters when you start.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you were very gut led. And you said, this is what feels good. This is what the word that has followed me.
Yeah.
My life. This is it. So that part, I love that you let it happen. Even if people were going to mispronounce it. And that's okay. So are you doing this by yourself now, or do you have a team?
Yeah, I'm the owner. And then I have 3 employees currently working for me and an independent contractor as well.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that.
No.
I'm not even going to lie. I did know that you had a team. I just wanted it to be announced because I saw that they are helping people while you are not at the studio. There's so much power in that. Your studio is running without you being in it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're actually right now.
I love
there.
I love that. There is something powerful when you get to that point of being a business owner where you can handle things that need to be handled and your business runs. I call it the rock star moments. It is I think being a business owner is very glamorized.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Much like a musician. So being married to a musician who's been in very different seasons of his career.
Right.
I have seen the best of the best and the worst of the worst. I've seen going on tour and I've seen the people that listen to his music. He was in a jam band when we met. He was a drummer. And joy people felt and how he felt and, the rah. But then I've been in that stinky bus that brought him there. And I'm like, oh, this is not glamorous. This is a school bus that you painted that has cots in it. Like, it's not cute. So, the rock star moments, are you coming to a podcast and your business is running without you? And that's okay. Love that. So when people think massage, people, me, I speak for the people today, I guess. Massage therapy. Would that be the right term? Massage therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, I don't need therapy. I mean, I love therapy,
Uh-huh.
but like nothing's wrong with my body.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to that?
Let's keep it there.
Okay. But if they were intrigued,
Mm-hmm.
like I just want to feel good, but
Mhm.
nothing's like wrong with my body. I'm a healthy person.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to be unhealthy to need massage therapy?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have to go a little deep on this
Love
one
it.
because I care about this one. Okay, so my initial background with massage therapy was working in like chiropractic offices and medical, right?
Okay.
So, and for the longest time, I was very, very adamant that I'm one of the best medical massage, personal injury massage. Like, don't call me a masseuse.
Don't you dare.
call, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna work in a spa.
Yeah.
You know, I did at one point, but
That
like,
ain't me though.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
This little relaxation Swedish massage, that ain't me.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
we're gonna sit with what you got going on. We're gonna
Mhm.
find it. We're gonna cure it better than anybody ever could.
Yes,
you know,
are. Mhm.
so and I think a lot of that is like, you know, people get this image of what massage is as like the very like primp and pampered,
Sure.
you know,
Treat
and-
yourself.
right? Treat yourself, but
Yeah.
like there's like this also behind this of like getting people to invest in themselves that way. Like they
Yeah.
can think of a million different reasons not to and why they don't
Oh,
deserve
yeah.
that, you know?
Yeah.
So like part of it was that, but also I wanted to be taken seriously, you know?
Yeah.
But currently what I find more and more is that creating a space where people can relax
Mhm.
and be, you know, in a vulnerable space
Yeah.
and take that mental rest, like
Mhm.
that is just as valuable, you know?
Mm.
So I mean, honestly, I don't know a person who wouldn't. It's unfortunate that that's
Yeah.
a commodity right now, you know?
Yeah.
But like just taking the space to lay there for an hour,
Is valuable.
yeah, it's valuable, you
Yes.
know? And just the therapist's role in holding space for you
Yeah.
and creating that space where you can do that is unfortunately
Yeah.
valuable,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. We
Right.
should be able to do that very easily, you
Yes.
know. But yeah, just holding space for someone alone is worth the price, you know. So
I
like
love
the
that.
environment that we create in order for people to take that mental rest and take that break from their life
Yeah.
is enough. So
Yeah.
I've kind of leaned away from wanting to be the best personal injury massage, you know, person, into like really embracing that part of massage too. So I don't want to hate on that.
Sure.
My specialty and my team's specialty is deep tissue.
Mhm.
So that definitely is, you know, spending more time on the muscle and
Yeah.
reversing posture imbalances and all
Right.
that. So I don't, you know, I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I'm like embracing both parts of massage.
Yeah.
So if someone was to say like, I don't hurt, I don't need that. First of all, I don't know anybody.
Right. What are you, like 10?
Yeah, right.
Are you
exactly.
a child?
Yeah,
You have no pain?
you know, if I was to say that, like, that probably would be my pitch. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Do you have a desk job?
yeah, right, exactly.
Do
Yeah.
you sit like this at your desk
Mhm.
job? Yeah.
Right.
How long are you
So
sitting?
one of my biggest messages in sales right now is that rest is productive.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think that in a world that is busier than
Mhm.
it's ever been,
Mm-hmm.
it is more common for people to have more than one job now
Mhm.
than it ever has been.
Right.
Because like we were having more than one job when it wasn't cool.
Mm-hmm.
When we were like, oh, so you're poor. And I was like, no, I just can't sit still.
Yeah.
I also need the money.
Right.
But like I can't sit still.
Mm-hmm.
Having more than one job takes so much. It takes a toll on your body, especially if you sit at a desk, if you have a long commute, if you maybe you don't sit down. Maybe you have the kind of job where you're standing all day. So that's everybody.
Right.
One thing I noticed as a mid-30s woman, I am quick to defend my health because it feels like there's this, I don't know if it's pressure. I don't know if it's a society thing. Take care of yourself, queen. Like
Mm.
you can't pour into others unless you pour into yourself. Obviously a good message.
Yeah.
But as a millennial,
Mm-hmm.
we were just told keep grinding. And
Right.
so breaking that has been tough. And I'm quick to defend my health. Like I drink water. you know, I take the steps, you know, I get sleep.
Right.
And I'll never forget, last year I had surgery. And after the surgery, they put me through what was called a lymphatic massage.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very soon after this, like days. And I remember seeing it on the schedule and I was like, there's no freaking way. I just had surgery. I can't get a massage. I just had surgery. And they were like, no,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter if you're a healthy person. Like, you need this. And I remember sitting there and she barely touched me. And I felt like, this is woo woo. Like, they're not even touching me. This is fake. And afterwards, felt every single non-touch that she did. She did touch me.
Yeah.
But I was like, you're not even touching hard enough. This is not deep tissue. So to that, I think that people underestimate the power of people that know what they're doing and letting it be in your hands versus mine.
Right.
I'll tell you, I drink water and I sleep and I do the things, but I also sit at a desk all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Long commutes. I live out in the boons. Everywhere I go is a commute. Like, you want to go get groceries, it's a commute.
Right.
So there's power in letting people like you take over. And
yeah, there's so much I can say to this. I'm like, where do I even start? Yeah.
Because people probably say to you, like, oh, I just want a massage. Like, I just want to feel good. And it's like, yeah, okay. What do you do all day? Like, what does your daily life look like? Does anything hurt?
Yeah.
When you lay down at night, like, what hurts? For me, it's always my shoulders, my neck, because I'm like this all day. You know, it's my hips, it's things like that. But I wouldn't tell you that.
Right.
I would just say, oh, I could just use a massage. And so leaving
that's
that,
true.
I mean, I always could use a massage.
Yeah.
Like, rub me down, babe. I got, like, I'd love that. So we are leaving this in your hands. We're allowing professionals to see things that maybe we won't say out loud. I saw on Facebook that there's also prenatal and postnatal situations, which is funny. When I was pregnant, they were like, how far along are you? Oh, we can't touch you. So you were leaning into this. What's that about?
Oh, okay. Well, we skipped a very important subject.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So prenatal is super important to me. When what I found with working with pregnant women and working with therapists at the, a group of therapists at the franchise is a lot of them were nervous to touch pregnant people. And when what I was getting from clients too is like, just like this like desperateness to get someone to treat them like they're not made of glass,
Yes.
Yes. And I was a birth doula.
Okay.
One of those 5 jobs.
Yeah.
Was actually that was after, but anyway, being in that area and seeing what women go through, and then my own experience, it's like, why would I think that they couldn't handle a deep tissue massage, So creating a prenatal offering at Mokosh is super important to me. And one, we're working under the name of a mother goddess. Like, it has
of course.
to. Yeah.
That would be so off-brand if you're like, no mothers.
So it's important to me that we get that right. But yeah, it's super important during pregnancy to get the body moving, like the first trimester, like your body doubles the blood supply so that there's more movement in your body,
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
So and that kind of gets back to what you were saying before, is it all comes back to movement in the body, because lymphatic massage is a passive way to get the lymph moving through your body so that it can promote healing. So if you go through like a trauma, like a surgery, or really anything, then promoting that movement of the lymph is going to promote more healing.
Yeah.
And I do say that massage is one of the best passive therapies,
Yeah.
because if you lay on the table, we can make that movement happen for you.
Love that.
Through moving the hydration through the body and increasing your circulation and all that. But like actual movement is the best thing that you can do. Yeah.
Like, start there.
Right.
If we can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like when people come to like, aches and pains and such, and like the one is the big infamous knot in the shoulder, right? Like everybody's
Yeah.
got that
Yeah.
knot in the shoulder, you know?
Everybody.
That pain right there is typically a weak muscle. Okay. And getting movement into like promoting blood flow creates cushion in that area and will help you feel better for a while, but it doesn't fix the problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's actually opening up this part of your body. So when we get into like the conversation of sitting all day or, you know, whatever your job is all day, when you're doing one movement more than the other, you're going to get strong that direction. And if we're talking about sitting, like you're going to get strong in the front of your hips because that's the muscle that pulls you to this position. And when we're leaning over onto our keyboards, these are the muscles that pull us to that position. When we're looking down at our phones, these are the muscles like in the front of the neck that pull you to that position. So those are the ones getting strong over time.
Yeah.
Our bodies, evolutionarily speaking, were made when we were looking up, climbing trees, going up hills, climbing mountains, you know. So the muscles in the back of our body were a lot more important and we just don't use those anymore, right?
Interesting.
So those get weak. And so everybody wants a back massage because that's where the pain is, you know. And then dig into that knot in the shoulder, but it's actually releasing the front of the body that will give you long-term results. And when you're pregnant, you get that relaxin hormone and everything gets pulled forward even more.
Yeah.
So we gotta support them back.
Some relief here.
Yeah. So we have
so
prenatal massage tables that have like belly cutouts and breast cutouts so that women can lay face down for the first time in months.
Okay. We love that.
Yeah, for
Get that relief,
Yeah.
you know, where you just feel like you're carrying around a big basket all day.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So
That's cool.
We have women who come in just for that, for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, where were you 7 to 14 years ago?
Exactly.
Well, we know you were throwing fire around, which is also cool. So do you get a lot of people that have fibromyalgia, like chronic pain, or are you kind of like, not really our specialty?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not my scope of practice to tell people what to do when they have come in with that kind of stuff.
But if they've been told,
Yeah.
you need to go to a massage therapist because I have a family member that I feel like I ask her this once a week. Have we found a good massage therapist yet? Because she needs to go very frequently.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find a good one.
Yeah.
In her
Fibromyalgia is such a big diagnosis.
Yes. It's the diagnosis without a diagnosis.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So there's different approaches to fibromyalgia for sure. When I was in massage school, we had a fibromyalgia day where like 5 women came in and they all had fibromyalgia diagnosis and they all had different preferences for massage, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So some wanted you to go as hard as you could. Some of us like barely touch me, you know.
Sprays.
Yeah. But again, it comes back to like the creating the movement and flow in the body is where the benefit is with stuff like fibromyalgia. You know, it's like supercharging the body a bit to do its own work.
Okay.
To do its own function.
There's no one size fits all for that.
For that one specifically, no, because there's no in the diagnosis itself, you know.
Yeah. So if someone wanted to come to you with that, do you do a consultation first or they fill out some? Okay. So they could schedule a consultation.
Every massage has.
Am I crazy or is this flickering?
It's flickering a bit, yeah.
It's like ghost light? Spirit? We're here for you.
There's an intake before every massage for sure. Like luckily my team is very versatile in their work.
Okay.
So every single person, you'll run into massage therapists who are like, this is all I do. This is, this is my specialty. I will not do deep tissue or I will not do Swedish, or light touch. But my team right now, like they can adjust for anything. All three of them are really good with that. So
sit down and talk with them.
Yeah, sit down and talk with them before they'll, we will make sure that you are completely comfortable and the conversation is completely open and know that you can be vulnerable in this space and ask for what you need and we'll be checking in as well. So,
I love that. Yeah. It's not a one size fits all. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
There's nothing, there's plenty. For me right now in this moment, there's nothing more uncomfortable than not knowing what to expect at a massage. And I say that because maybe it's me, or maybe you're going to say that happens all the time, but to make me feel better. I've gone into massages, the lymphatic massage, and I'm like, do I get naked? Do I just take off my top? And then I panic. And I'm a 0 to 100 girl. So I'm like,
can relate.
Just take all of it off.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so then I'm sitting there and they're like, turn over though. And then they just take the blanket. You don't have to do all that. And I'm like, oh, so I should have asked questions. Like I should have asked. If you would have met before, that was something I could have asked.
Yeah.
Instead of just assuming I don't need clothes.
Yeah.
Clothes restrict me from being myself. So they can come and talk to you. Get a good idea of the who, how to show up, what they need, and what you can provide. How can they do that? Where can they find you?
You mean for
scheduling a consult?
Yeah, gotcha.
Wanting to be in your world to receive services.
Yeah. The best way to look at our schedule, we have our online booking. It's at mokoshmassage.com. MOKOS.
Mokosh. Yep.
And we have very large book now buttons, and that leads us to the scheduling software, and you can see all the availability. Cool. We have a lot of articles on the website as well, and they frequently asked questions, such like that.
We love that.
Yeah.
Should you take all your clothes off? Yeah. I could have used something like that.
With a new client, I get very specific on that one because it is a common concern. You know, it's a common like, well, what do I do? What do I wear? And, you know. So that is part
comforting.
Of my script. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know what you don't know. And if you're not a frequent person that needs or gets massages, you either show up with a turtleneck and leggings and say, this is good, or you take it all off.
Yeah.
And they take the blanket and do that. Like, my bad.
Yeah, you will be under a sheet at all times.
No need for all that. Just turn over.
Yeah.
So we can book with you on the website, and there are frequently asked questions. Now you do a lot of work, from my investigation, with other people in the field. I've noticed that you do a lot of collabs and you do a lot of partnerships. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Where you're like, how can we bring this into this, and how can we help you with this? Do you have anything cool going on right now? What's the most recent?
So that my ability to collaborate came from us starting our membership. And if you're a member at Mokosh, every quarter we do a collaboration with 3 other businesses where you get like a special from their business, like an exclusive special. So if you're a Mokosh member, which is a monthly subscription basically, then we work with like currently right now we're doing a special with Bodhi Salt Center, which is a wonderful wellness center. And we are doing one with Clean Eats, which is a meal prep company. You can go and get, instead of doing your meal prep every Sunday, you can just go buy it. It's actually really cheap, really great stuff. The owner's really wonderful.
Is that Jamie?
Matt. I don't know if he has a partner or anything. I only know Matt. Yeah.
Okay. And then Anna with the Salt Center.
Yeah, Anna and Dasha with the Salt Center. And then we work with Cielo Breathwork right now too. Which is wonderful. Work. It all comes back to the breath.
Yeah.
It all comes back to the breath.
Okay. So working with them is through your membership. Okay. And they can sign up for that on the website. Fun. I love that you do that.
Thanks.
It's uplifting others in their specialty, and also providing your customers with the most overall health that they can get.
Definitely.
I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay, cool. And right now, what do we have next for you? Fire? We don't have to have fire.
Yeah.
Like maybe we're past the fire. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting back into flow arts, like on a personal level. It wasn't something that I was focusing on, but like right now in my own making sure I'm taking care of myself kind of thing. I've gotten back into moving my body and posting it and all that. And I'm maybe teaching hula hoop here. I used to do a hula hoop fitness class, and I've been talking about doing that again.
Fun.
But yeah, I mean, right now, we're in the terrible twos of the business. You know what I mean? which is it's a hard year.
It is.
It was a hard year.
People underestimate that.
I'm so blessed.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed.
People think it's the first year.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but it's different.
Yeah, you're starting to like calibrate everything. Like,
Yeah.
what are my processes? What can I do
Right.
better? Where are we going?
Yeah.
It's an interesting question though, because like I actually just went through an 8-week program to build the business up and to
Okay.
start to build a business plan to like go to the next level, do the next big location, and have more modalities and all that.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting experience because at the end I was like, you know what, I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. You were like, not for me. Not
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I'm looking into like what I want my life to be like,
Yep.
and at the
Yeah.
end seeing those numbers and going as big as I know that I could,
Sure.
like I know I could do it.
Yeah.
I know it would be
At what
successful.
cost?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at what cost?
Mhm.
Exactly. Like it didn't fit the season,
Mhm. Totally get that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I was going to do the big shopping center, location and the big, big investment.
Yep.
And at the end of it, it just didn't feel
Like that's just not right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're leaning into just making sure that what we have right now is the best it can be. That's
Second year.
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that happens. The first year is kind of a collage of this works and we'll do this right now. And
Right.
it's a trial and error and what marketing works, what software works, and well, we're paying a lot for this, but just,
Yeah.
the second year is let's fix the cracks in the foundation, make sure we have a really strong home.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's okay because
Yeah.
you got to have that.
Mhm.
How do you have longevity? Well, your foundation has to be really strong.
Mhm.
And
And what do I want my life to look like?
Yes.
What do I want my day to look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I ask business owners that every time I get
Yeah.
on the phone with them. And it's so funny because it's so wildly different.
Yeah.
I always thought I can, like, you're a business owner. You want to, like, do whatever you want. It's never like that.
Right.
It's always, I want to work with the people that I work best with.
Mhm.
It's never, I just want to sleep all day. Like, it's
Right.
never like that.
Yeah.
So I love that you're thinking about that. Because what you think and what you project into the world is what will come back to you. So if you think, oh, I want more clients, well, then that means you're going to be busier.
Yeah.
Did you want to be busier or did you just want to have more money, which means you should have just raised your prices? So it's a lot of that chat every
for
day
sure.
with me. Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah.
I am over the moon that you gave us a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, and that you trusted. I'm going to say my energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Enough to allow us to bring you in here. I was a little terrified when Chandler walked out because he didn't press start on the timer. And so I'm like, this is totally gut led. I have no idea how long we've been talking. So thank you for trusting my gut led time. And I can't wait for people to go to the studio, try the things, get the memberships, and see what you're all about.
Yeah.
I am going to look for some fire videos. I'm gonna have to get creative, like Jorden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find them because that's so cool. And shockingly, I've had other people on here that are into hula hoop stuff.
Yeah.
Classes, selling hula hoops.
Mm-hmm.
It's the weirdest commonality to have with guests,
Yeah.
and I am loving it. So if you do decide to do that, there are people in the WOW network that make hula hoops.
Yeah.
Who would have known? So we're done.
Mhm.
I need to maybe get one of those things. I have dropped a mic before.
Yeah.
Don't recommend. They're expensive. But I haven't come up with a jazz hands finish
Do
yet.
jazz hands.
Yeah, we love jazz hands. And we're done.
If I could do it all over again, there'd be no wish I would, should have been. Spend more time with my family and friends. If I could do it all over again, I'd wake up early and